Hi class, my name is Hajra, and my game Around the World is what I had for the alpha prototype, and now I have it for the beta, which is the final. So to introduce the game, like I said, it's called Around the World. There are 4 colors on the board. There's yellow, green, blue, and red. Each color will have 4 game tokens, which are these. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use 2 tokens of 2 houses, just to make the game shorter. So this is how the game goes. We will roll the die. Where's my other die? Oh, here it is. Okay. So when I roll the die, let's say I get a 1. I get to start the game. So I got a 1. That means I can start using my piece, and then I go 1, 2, and 3. Let's say I play from the green's behalf too. I got a 6 and a 4. With that 6 and a 4, I can't do anything. The point that I tried to make was that you needed to get a 1, which is based on luck, to get your game pieces out. And like I said before, you will have 4 game pieces and not just 2. So let's say that we go again and the green gets 1 and a 2. So they get to move 2 spaces, and then so on and so forth, 3 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is very tricky. This is a dollar and a minus sign. This means that you lose $1. Now, that comes from actually going through this line, which when you land here, so let's say the green lands here, right? There's a catch though. So the green lands here, and the green has to wait until the yellow lands on this green. So then what they will do is they will go through here, both of them, and they will kind of go head to head in the race. So let's say they both land here, right? And one crosses the other. If this one jumps over this one, or even lands on the same piece as this one is dead. So the dollar sign, it doesn't even apply to the player before they actually go in here. And if they don't even go in there, that doesn't apply to them at all, because it doesn't make any sense for them to lose $1 if they don't make it in there. So if you land on the green tile, right? If you land on the green tile, you get $10. So you get $10 automatically, right? So basically to play the game, to play the battle, in between here, you're gonna gain $10. Now, if you land on this green, this black means that you lose a turn. And you have to go again, like obviously after the other one goes. And then you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. When you land, so let's say like this person is successful, oopsies. So if inevitably one of them is gonna die, because obviously you either have to cross over or you're gonna land on the same piece as this one. So whoever lands or whoever crosses over, they kill it. So let's say the yellow dies, right? The green one, if you land here, you're gonna lose $1. Okay? And then if you land here, you're gonna lose another $1. So the point of the game is, if you lose all of your money, you have to play again. So let's say I land over here and the yellow lands over here, right? So that we start head to head. And the green lands over here and the yellow lands over here again. Or let's say this yellow doesn't even land over here. So automatically green is at an advantage because they landed here twice, so they have $20 rather than yellow. Now, I didn't really make any cards to kind of signify that. That's just kind of like it's included into the rules of the game, that you will get $10 when you land on this green piece or this green piece. Now there will be 4 of the houses, so it's blue, red, yellow, and green, and you'll have 4 each. Now the point of the game is that, let's say we start over here and then you have to go all the way around. This one also signifies that you have lost a turn, right? So let's say we are going around and around and around. But let's say this yellow piece doesn't doesn't hit the green tile over here or over here, right? So all they have to do is they have to make sure they get around. But there is a catch with that too. So they have to get around. Let's say they land right here and there's a green token right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're outside, when you're on the outer boundary, you have to land on the same piece as the green in order to kill it. And you cannot win unless you land on the same piece. So if you land on the same piece, so let's say the yellow lands on the same piece as the green, that means the green is dead. But you have to land on the same tile. So after landing on the same tile, then you can go, and then you are allowed to go home. So then this one, you would be home, and then I would get to roll another turn. So the only instance where you get to roll another turn is if you take this home. So if this goes home, and then if this goes home, and then if the other one goes home, so the point of the game is to have all of your money. So the person who loses the least amount of money is win. They win. So the black holes, first of all, you either you lose a turn, or like if your like position is very, very critical in the game, like let's say this green is right here and you really, 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 really want to kill it. If your position is very, very critical, what you can do is you can give. So basically, what I was saying is if you're in a really, really critical position, you can give $5 that you have, like if you have money, so you can give $5 and you can take another turn. And if you get a 3, then you can, kill this person. So to explain the rules again, each player has a home and it's represented in the color, right? So red, blue, like I've said about 3 times in this video already. And then if you land on the same spot, you send this person home. This person goes home, you stay right here. If you're sent on a black hole, you have to wait a turn, or you can give $5. So like I was explaining before, that there are 2 green tiles in the game and they signify a shortcut. If you land on that, the token is frozen until the other person of any other color lands on this side, right? And then what's gonna happen is that they're gonna go through here, and they're gonna go through here, and they're gonna go head to head. So one of them's obviously gonna die. So it would be a chance type of thing, and it would be your skill too, because you would have to figure out what move you should make. So let's say if you get a 2, right, and if this person gets a 2, so you would want to get more than that, or you would try to see which works more. You would try to see if you can wait here. Would this person get a 4 or a 5 to jump over you, or even like get on you? Or would the person, not even be successful in that? So the black tiles, that means that they, you can pass your turn, but only 2 times. So these black spots in the shortcut, actually, they signify in the shortcut. I know I contradicted myself earlier, but in the shortcut, the black tiles are safe spots. So if in this, the yellow person jumps over this, then this person is still alive, because this is a safe spot. I know, I'm sorry, I said that it's not a safe spot, and before I said something else, but in the shortcut, the black spot is a safe spot. So it's like they're immune to anything. They're immune to everything. And so, like I said earlier, when you land here and here, oops, you get $10. So when you get $10, and when you're going around the game, if you land on any of these spots over here, you lose $1. So the point of the game is to get all 4 of your tokens home, and it's to lose the least amount of money. So let's say that I'm playing with my sister and she's in the red house, but she only, at the end of the game, she only has $4 more left, and I'm still playing, right? She has the choice. She can keep rolling. And if she gets a 1, right, and if she lands here and stuff like that, she'll have another $1. So she'll have another $10. So it'll be at $14. If she's at $14, then what she can do is she can go again, but at that point, if she has already had all 4 of her pieces home, right, so she takes another one out, she would not have to go again for all 4 pieces. I hope that's making sense to all of you. So if she doesn't have to go, she doesn't have to use all 4 pieces. If she's just using one, then she would just go around, and let's say that she wins before or after I do. In the end of the game, we have to wait for everybody to win, and whoever has the most money with all 4 of them out, they are the ones who win in the end. So before the person wins, though, like I reiterated, just to reiterate, if you don't make it inside, you still have to kill this person. So you have to land on the same spot as this person to be able to kill them. And then you would just go around until you get to your house, and then you die. I know this was very confusing. Well, I thought it was, because I feel like my thoughts were all over the place for the final. But I hope it did make sense, because I did try my best. And I hope this game will be easy to play. Well, not too easy, but I hope everybody can play it, and I hope it has the right amount of everything in order to be a good game. Thank you.